Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to talk about episode 4 of Mare of Easttown. It's getting really good. It seemed like this week it was all over the place, but it's building up. Okay, so it's still a good show. It's still a good series. It's a limited series, but it's starting to build up. Okay, so Mare reveals her suspension and its circumstances to Helen and Shaban. And begins attending mandatory therapy. But, she still meets with Zabel unofficially and consults on Erin's murder. The paternity test comes back and it confirms that neither Dylan or Frank is DJ's father. Okay, and Dylan was going through it because he was in the hospital. The baby was there. The mother was saying, he don't have a mother. His mother was saying, well, he don't have a mom. He still needs love. It's not his fault. But I can also feel where Dylan is coming from. He don't want to see a kid that isn't his. You get what I'm saying? He's young. His mentality is not there. It's like he know the baby is not his, and I think he can't even care for it, but he does care for him at the same time. It's just a mess. It's just like, Erin, she just left a mess. It's just crazy. But we find out more about Erin in this situation as well. So, a local girl named Missy Sayers, who works as an escort to fund an opioid addiction, is shown with an unseen John who attacks her. Now, I think that unseen John, I think that's Deacon Mark. I think that's Deacon Mark. The next day, Missy is reported missing and publicly connected to Erin and Katie. Mare and Zabel learned from Jess that Erin had a secret account on the same escort website as Missy, but never actually met up with any Johns. Jess tells Mare about a hidden drawer in Erin's dresser, where Mare found a heart-shaped necklace. Zabel looks into Deacon Mark's transfer, which resulted from suspicion of inappropriate behavior with an underage girl, and I do believe that. I do believe the reason why he got transferred is because he was messing with an underage girl or girls at his previous parish. This is the thing about the Catholic Church, and I'm just going to say the Catholic Church because they always, the archdiocese and the diocese, they always covering up stuff. Your church is supposed to be sacred. The nuns, the monks and the priests, all of you guys are supposed to be for God, right? So why is it that the priests or the deacons or whatever it is you want to call them always have a history of messing around with girls or boys? I don't understand that. I really don't understand that. And why do they feel like they have to cover up stuff all the time? This is not just in a show. It's in real life. It happens as well. If you go researching, you will find a lot of stuff happen with these churches, with the archdiocese and the diocese. They cover up all these things. So I don't understand that. Why not get rid of them? Why not get rid of them? Why keep them and try to cover their records and because it's like saying you are okay with that behavior. To me, that's what it seems like. If I have a church and let's say Deacon Mark is in my church as a priest or deacon, whatever he is, and I'm getting a word about this, oh, he's out of there. You get what I'm saying? So why is it they don't take care of that? Get them away from all that. Drop them from their parish, their church, or whatever. I never understood that. So Mark is evasive, as coached by the archdiocese, but Zabel and Father Dan both warn him that the rumor was spread in town. Zabel and Richard asked Mare on dates on the same night, and she weighs her options. I don't think Mare is into Zabel. I think he does like her, but I don't think she's into Zabel. Carrie successfully gains custody of Drew, but grudgingly returns him to Mare when he gets homesick. See, Carrie got to understand. And when they did that flashback of Carrie and her son, the son stole her purse, the mother's purse, and was in there getting money out and was cussing and carrying on. And Carrie was in there helping him look through. I'm like, this is some crazy behavior. Ain't no way. Child or not, gonna stay in my household like this. No, He needs to get out and get help, or put him somewhere to get help. Mare went through a lot. You know, her family is kind of dysfunctional. Her and her mom have this crazy relationship. It's just crazy all the way around. So, excuse me. Like I said before, a flashback shows Kevin and Carrie violently robbing Mare for drug money. And that was like kind of hard to watch because it's like, oh my God, are you serious? It was crazy. Siobhan dubs Becca for Anne. Becca visits the Sheehan home in a bid to get back together with Siobhan, but has a... It's not funny, but it kind of is. It's not funny, but it kind of is funny. Because Becca was in the basement and she was laying down. I don't know, something about it told her to get up. So she took off her headphones and she saw Siobhan and Anne kissing, and touching each other. And homegirl just screamed as if she saw a horror show. She runs out, okay? The grandmother runs downstairs. As she runs downstairs and go to the basement door, Becca come busting out, bust the grandmother in the face. She's sitting down on the floor. They call the ambulance. It was a hot mess. And I'm like, oh my God, Mare cannot catch a break. Like, what else is going to happen? I mean, she just screamed like she saw a horror show. It wasn't funny, but it kind of was funny. Okay, let me get back. But has a disastrous encounter with Siobhan and Anne in which Helen is accidentally knocked over and hospitalized. Helen is the grandmother. That's Mare's mom. And Siobhan's grandmother. Dawn receives a call claiming Katie is alive and demanding $5,000 for her return. I was so pissed when I seen this part. But it turns out to be a scam for drug money by Freddie. I'm like, Freddie, how low can you go? Seriously, dude? You want to stoop that low for drug money? Are you serious? But see, Dawn was smart because I thought Dawn was going to take the cash that was at the store. But no, she had a zipper pouch like that, but it was full of paper. So she was smart for doing that. And she had a gun in her bag. And so he knocked her over and everything, and she ran out and bumped into the thing, and he's going through her stuff, and she was like, Freddie, and he was like, sorry, Dawn, and he runs off. First of all, his sister need to kick him out. He needs to go somewhere because he is ruining his sister's marriage. Okay? He's an adult. He needs to go somewhere. She got to stop. I don't know. I hope the sister comes to some type of senses because Freddie needs to go to rehab far, far away. So Dawn, I thought she was going to tell the sister that it was Freddie, but she covers for Freddie with his sister Bev. Jesus. I would have been like, yo, girl, listen, your brother, it was him scamming me for $5,000. I would have told the sister. I'm sorry. Okay, so a living Missy Sayers is brought in a soundproof room in the back of a tavern, okay, where Katie Bailey is also revealed to be alive in captivity. So, whoever this is, it could be Deacon Mark or whoever this is, I think it's him. He's capturing these girls, but he has 2 there that's alive. I'm not sure about Dawn's daughter, but Katie Bailey and Missy Sayers are alive in that soundproof room. So the next episode that we're gonna see next week is called Illusions. It's called Illusions. Now, from what I saw, the little scenes for next week, it's a whole lot of stuff. It's a whole lot of stuff gonna be going on in there. Okay, so let me just get to a little bit of it. I mean, it's going to be a whole lot. It's going to be a whole lot. I don't want to give you guys any spoilers, but it's going to be a lot going on. And of course, Dylan is out the hospital with his friend, and it's just crazy. Yeah, I'm not going to give y'all any spoilers. But you could go on YouTube and look at the scenes for next week, and you'll see what's going to be happening. It only gives you a little bit of what's going to be going on, but you can go ahead on YouTube and see the scenes for next week, episode 5, just to see what's going to be happening, so you can get an idea of what it's going to be like for next week's episode called Illusions. Okay, so it's getting crazy. I don't know about Richard and Mare. I know Zabel likes her. But do you think that she's going to end up with Zabel and leave Richard alone? Do you think Richard has anything to do with these girls missing? I'm not excluding anyone out. But I do think Deacon Mark is behind Erin's murder. I do think that. All right, you guys, that's all I have. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. And, a little recap review that I just did. It's not a whole thing, but, I just want to give you a little bit what's going on. All right, you guys, I will talk to you soon. Later.